Yeah, let's do it. Finally here. Hi. Hang on. Damn it, did I turn this on? Yes, I did. Okay. Whew. There it is. Hello. Welcome to the replay. Welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby. I am the host of this group. What a day. What a good day. F. F. Hi, Robin. Why are you writing F? In case anyone's wondering what the heck I'm talking about. F. You're just trying to get the first? Finally, maybe F for first? Or F for finally? No, you are first. And second. How's that? Good for you. Yeah, if you're in the replay, say hello in the replay. Let me know you're here. Write a comment, write a hashtag. Hashtag comments are the best. I see them. I don't know why they like stand out. They're dark. They're bold. That's what I meant. But write one. Make one up. Hashtag I'm in the replay. Hashtag I missed it. I don't know. Make them up. I'm not good at these. With my F. Hello, Bobby and all. F in art. You know what that spells. Funny thing, when I was a kid, I always did poorly in art class. Always got like a C. Never got a good grade in art because I was so bored. I was so bored in art class. It was always like, stick figure drawing and boring stuff. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Kirsten's here. Hello, Kirsten. And Ray is here. Hello, Ray, I was trying to think of people that have inspired me to do alter egos. And I was like, there are more people. I was writing the list. There are more people. I was like, I know there's somebody that I'm missing. And then you posted your picture. And I was like, how could I forget Ray? Sorry about that. And Karina is here, finding my alter ego. Maybe I already am my alter ego. Maybe. Let's find out. Anyway, if you're here live, you can talk and comment the whole time. Not talk. Well, you can talk. I don't hear it. It doesn't bother me if you talk. But if you're talking, you can't hear what I'm saying. So, stop talking. But you can comment the whole time. And how come I don't hear any clicking noises? Oh, this is why. My headphones are plugged in. My headphones were plugged in. I don't hear any clicking noise. I like the click noises when you're commenting during the live. So keep commenting while I'm talking. I'm going to do my spiel. I'm going to ignore you people. I'm going to come back to it when I'm done, and I'm going to read them all. I'm talking extra fast today. Sorry for the late start today, by the way. Everything was timing out that she was going to come home with groceries, and I was just like, all right, let's do it a little later, and we're still late, so let's go. Oh, and Trevor's here. Hi, all, and hello, Bobby. Hello, Trevor. How are you? All right, now we can begin. Can you hear that? Be your alter ego. Be it. Be your alter ego. So what does that mean? Let's do a quick recap. This is a Daily Fuel Pro, by the way. So if you don't know what that is, I've decided to dedicate like one Daily Fuel a week. It's probably not going to be one a week, but it'll be at least one every week or every other week. I forgot to put her away. To creating an art-fueled business. So I'm calling it Daily Fuel Pro. And so what does that mean? We're talking about branding, using your source energy to brand yourself, using attraction marketing techniques, just basically how to start and grow an art-fueled business. So that's what this is. Today, we're talking about branding. And in a past Daily Fuel Pro, I talked about what a brand is and how to brand yourself. And basically, just as a recap, a brand is energy. It's what people think of you, and so your best customer thinks this, your worst customer thinks this, and that guy that doesn't like you thinks this, and this person who loves you thinks that, and the conglomeration, the culmination of all these opinions is your brand. But you don't have to leave it to default. You, the entrepreneur, the artist, you get to decide what you want everybody to think of you, and you get to steer the ship, which is really nice because what is it? It's energy. It's all energy, and you get to exude that energy and get people to kind of vibe with it and get on board with your energy so that they think what you want them to think. which is what I do every day. I am exuding my energy and I'm getting you to think the way I want you to think. Really, I'm not forcing you to think a certain way. What I'm doing is I'm exuding my energy and I'm attracting people that vibe with it and who are like, I like that stuff, and come along for the ride. And the people who are like, I don't like that stuff, they're not here. And if they are here, they get out. So it's great. Don't worry about it. So how do you do that though? How do you keep yourself on track when, because there are some days where you're just like, maybe I'm not sure what my brand is, or I'm not sure what I want people to think, or I sometimes feel really good about things and other days I don't. So I have some tips and tricks that I use to help myself stay on track. Yeah, and one of them is alter egos, and so I was excited to do this one because Michael Ramona posted something recently, about a week or two ago, about his alter ego, and he would dress as a clown and called Zen, and be that clown, and it was his alter ego, and it helped him to sort of get into character and get into, and I was like, this is really cool. And then Kirsten was talking about how she becomes Sola, and Ray, of course. So there's already so many fantastic examples of this in our little group here. So I wanted to talk about some ways to do this. So one is to create an avatar and sort of become it. You can create an avatar that you wish to emulate, that you wish to be. And what happens is you don't have to actually. You can go as far as dressing as that character, being that character, like Michael, like Ray, and at times like Kirsten, but you don't have to, and it's more of an energy thing. It's more of something to, like, if you create this avatar and you understand what the energy of this avatar is, and it's like, I want to feel like this. Then on the days when you're not feeling like that, you don't have to remember how to feel. You can just remember the avatar and just be like, oh, well, Sola feels like this, and B's like this, and acts like this, and I'm just going to be that again, because now suddenly you just remember it because you've created this avatar. So it can inspire you, and it can also help you work through your shadows. Jessie posted a picture recently where she did some face painting, body painting, and was an exercise that she did to work through her own shadow work, to sort of see it in herself visually, literally with her eyes. She painted it on herself. So you can do it that way, where you can Kirsten and Dagmar and Jessie and Talina, they do like where they paint themselves, and that's a great way to sort of just create this avatar, this mood, or this emotion, and to be able to see it with your own eyes, and to be like, yes, I see this, I feel it, I understand it, and I can remember this. Because when you want to remember the thing, when you're trying to remember, like, what am I trying to do? What am I trying to be? What am I trying to feel here? You can remember the visual thing. If you're a visual person, this is wonderful. You can remember what you looked like when you painted your face, and or when you put on the costume, or when you put on the clothing, or when you wore the hat. It doesn't matter what it is. You can do anything visual that when you see it, or even just think about the visualness thing, you remember, and now you are it again. And so it's just a tool to help you remember. So that's number one, is to create this character. And by the way, this is just a suggestion. I'm not saying every single person in this group has to go and create a character. You might be like, this isn't for me. And if it's not for you, then this one's not for you. Don't worry about it. So that's number one, is create the character. Now, I don't do that. I'll let you know right off the bat. I do it a different way. And so number two is create an avatar in your mind based on characters that already exist. And this is something that I kind of fell into before I even knew what it was. And realized, oh, I do that. So how come it's not clicking? I really like the clicking. Hang on. Whatever. It's not. Oh, maybe because the sound is really low. Let's try that. I hear no clicking, but I look down and I see things. Okay. So, characters that you admire. Now, this is the way that I do it, okay? First, I said the way that other people do it with creating the character in and of yourself physically. And this is the way that I do it. I do it more mentally. Now, I've taken three characters that I have loved my entire life, and I sort of took the energy that I love of them, and I created a personal avatar, a personal feeling. And I took the characters are the Doctor from Doctor Who, James Bond, and Batman. Okay? Now, I am not literally like any of these people. There are plenty of things about each of them that I would not want anything to do with, although I do go out at night in a costume and I beat up bad guys, but that's beside the point. But the energy that I love from each of them, there's an energy, there's a characteristic that is attractive to me in each one of them, and I've sort of in my mind, I can't really explain it except that I know the feeling. It's more of a feeling than anything I'm able to articulate. And I'm able to feel this feeling that I've taken from each of them and molded into this one character. The character doesn't have a name. The character does. It's just me. It's just this essence. That's the word I'm looking for. It's this essence that I have created, and it's what I strive for to feel like, if that makes sense, right? So it's an energy thing. I'm not acting like these characters. I don't dress like them. I don't behave like them, and I'm certainly not looking to get into violent, epic scenarios like them. But there's a characteristic quality in them that when I combine them create this essence that's me. And when I forget what the hell I'm doing in a day, I just remember that essence and I go, oh, it's that. And that's the brand. And when I feel that, I exude that. And the people who like that are like, I'll hang out with you. Let's see what you got, right? And that's how I create my brand. And the third thing is a third way to do this, which I also do. And I know that Kyle does it too. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. Is it Sieglin or Sieglin? But Kyle is the young man in this group who's creating the heavy metal comic book, and he's been posting some of his drawings lately. And in his comic book, he's created the protagonist, the hero, which is basically an avatar of him. It's him. And I do the same exact thing. I am writing my graphic novel now, and the character Fuel is basically me. It's me. That's it. It's just the character is me if I were in that situation. And doing that, writing the character that way, creates this alter ego character where I can imagine that essence that I have of me in these weird scenarios that, quite frankly, I would never want to be in real life, but they're fun to dream of and to think of and to imagine and to write and to draw. I also did the same thing years back when I did my TV show for kids called Planet Bonehead. I don't know if you have seen, I've talked about it in the past. I've posted some videos months ago, so if you're newer here, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But going back almost 10 years, I created a TV show for kids called Planet Bonehead, which taught kids about the science and the environment, and it's still used in schools. It's really cool, and I love it. And it was a bunch of characters that were bones. They were called the Boneheads, and they were spies. They were super spies, and they were the protagonists. And the antagonists were a bunch of dogs, because dogs eat bones. And the dogs were like these corporate mobsters that were always trying to, do illegal things to make a buck. But no matter what they did, it wasn't so much that they were illegal, but no matter what they did, they had to do the thing that was the absolute worst thing for the planet, right? Even if the smartest thing to do was not as bad for the planet, they were like, nah, we're doing the bad thing. And so the Boneheads would always stop them, and each episode would teach the kids about a particular environmental issue. The main character, which is like the James Bondish kind of character, was Bonehead. That was his name. And he was tall. He was me. He was basically me if I were a bonehead, right? Which I am. But so it was just an alter ego of me. So when I create fictional things, the main character I create as that essence that I created. and I put that into this character, and then I just know exactly how to write it, how to make it, how to deliver it, because it's me. And so in that case, it's very obviously me, but you can do that in business. If you, even if you're not writing fictional characters, you can create the voice of your business, the voice of your studio, the voice of your whatever. The tone of voice is just you. It's just whatever that essence is from the avatar that you've created, the alter ego that you've created. And then that's who speaks. So anytime you have to write if you have to like write the about page of your website, for example, oh, I don't know what to write about myself. Don't write about yourself. Let your alter ego write something epic about him or herself, instead of you just trying to, because then you feel like, oh, I can't say that. That doesn't sound humble enough, or that doesn't sound this enough, or I feel weird talking about this or sharing this. But if you have this alter ego that you can sort of lean on and rely upon, however you create him or her or them, then you can lean on them to just be the voice, to be the front person, to be the anything. You know, even like, clearly I'm not a shy man, right? I can get up and talk to anybody. But maybe you are shy, and so when you're trying, if you find yourself in a situation where you need to like speak to people, or shake someone's hand and introduce yourself, or go on a business meeting, or introduce yourself to a gallery owner or a client or a customer or something, put on your avatar. You don't have to literally put on the hat or the makeup or the clothes or the anything, but you can energetically put on the avatar and just be like, segment intent beforehand, I'm putting on my avatar now, and my avatar is going to kick ass in this meeting, and I'm just going to be amazing, and I am bringing the essence of my avatar into this thing that I am about to do, and here I go, and you rock it. Rock it, not rock it. Well, you can rock it too, but then you're off in space. That's silly. Let's see what we got. Hello. Off to the comments. Richard Tuffley is here. Hi, Bobby. I'm back. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Nice to see you back on Daily Fuel. I'm glad that you're back. Were you away? What happened? Where were you? I noticed you weren't around in the group, but that happens with a lot of people. And, people come into groups, people come out of groups, people take breaks from groups. It's okay. I don't take it personally. But I do, actually. I cry every night. Robin says, But Bobby, our brand is what people think of us, but we can guess what that might be. But how, that's a lot of buts. But how do we know what other people think of us? We can know what we think we want others to think of us, but how do we know what they actually think? Here's the answer to that question. It's none of your business. Who cares what other people think? Other people are completely irrelevant. Your brand is what other people think of you, but you are the one steering the ship. You are the one creating the energy of what you want people to think. If this person thinks what you want them to think, that's great. If this person doesn't think what you want them to think, who cares? Remember what we said the other day? We don't need most people in the world or all people in the world to love us. We just need the right people to love us. And the right people will love you. And that's why they're the right people. So just be you. And the avatar is not to make people think a certain thing. The avatar is to help you remember what you want to exude. It's a tool for you. It's not a tool for anybody else. You put on your avatar to remember, this is who I am. I am this guy. I am this girl. I am this person. This is who I am. Now I'm going to exude this. And some days I wake up and I don't remember it because this is hanging on, and this person called, and this thing happened, and this thing fell on my head, right? And we forget. So how do we remember? We're trying to scramble to remember. Our ego is screaming, you're an idiot, you're a loser. And we just go, wait a minute, I remember. I've got my avatar. I just put the hat back on. Whether it's a literal hat or an energetic hat, doesn't matter. So what other people think of you, Robin, is irrelevant. You have no control over that, so who cares? But what's that old saying? What other people think of you is none of your business. Don't worry about it. Trevor, exuding your energy to be more like you, Bobby. All hail the master has spoken. Well, I don't know about that, dude, but I appreciate the sentiment. But yeah, I like to think that I am inspirational and that I am a decent example of some things to do. But as you saw yesterday, I have days where it's like, wow, I'm just not feeling this, or wow, I am falling into the hole too. And I'll share that with you when it happens because I feel like it's more realistic that way. I don't know how to be the perfect Tony Robbins type who just seems to never have a bad day. I've got plenty of bad days. I am talking about this because this, when I have a day like I had yesterday, this is how I get out of it. This is how I come back the next day and I'm like, wow, I'm back. Let's go. Because I have my alter ego to lean on and I go, how do I want to feel? Is this how I want to feel? No. How do I want to feel? I can't remember. Oh, wait, I have my alter ego. My alter ego is this. And why did I choose these characters? When I remember that I chose the Doctor and Batman and James Bond, it wasn't because they grossed a lot at the movies or I like the show, which I do, but that's not the point. The point is that those characters, when I watch them, make me feel a certain way. And there's a nugget of that feeling that I want to be. And when I bring those nuggets together and I create that one essence of the three of them together, and I put on my cape and I go out and I beat guys up, then I remember who I am. Don't be me. Be you. And if you can't be you, be Batman. Christina. Hey, how are you? Yay, finally made it to a live. Hashtag the replay life. Yes, you are live, Christina. You are in the live right now. You are not in the replay. Hey, Bobby, and hello, everybody. See, that's how you address me. Thank you. You address me separately than the riffraff. I appreciate that. Sometimes I'm mean. Trevor, kerpow. Robin to the Batmobile. Yeah. Oh, so here's a dad joke for you if you like dad jokes. I'd say I'm not going to know if anyone thinks this is funny, but like I said to Robin, I don't care what you think of me. What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the Batmobile? Robin, get in the Batmobile. So that's the joke. Kyle says, thanks for mentioning me. You got my last name right the first try. Cool, dude. I don't remember which one I said first. I think I said Sieglin. Richard says, you're welcome, by the way, and thanks for being here. Richard says, I always imagined my avatar as a wizard who sits in solitude and gives to others, seeking the silence, watching the sunsets, sitting against a tree. Interesting. Awesome. So that's the avatar that you've created for yourself, and you can always lean on that. Go back to that. Think about it. Meditate on it. Dream about it. Draw it. Put on the costume. However you want to do it, doesn't matter. It's which way works for you, and whatever the avatar is also does not matter. It's whatever works for you. This is your tool to be you and to exude you and to project you. You make up the rules. You do it however you want. Hi. You listening in the car? Kirsten. OMG, GG. Get out of my head. I am so stuck on About Me, on my About Me page. Well, I know some of you are working on websites, and I know the About Me page. How do I know that? Because I've been making websites for 140 years. Is like the most ridiculous page. Nobody knows what to write. Here's my advice to you and to everybody listening about your website and your About Me page. Don't stress it, number one. But number two is people who do go to your website will probably read the About Me page. Don't be generic. Be 100% authentic. Really say the thing that you want to say to your best customer, because everybody else is just going to leave anyway. They're just going to leave anyway. And if it's generic, people are going to leave without remembering or feeling anything. But if you write that thing, or you put that picture, or you say that thing, or make that video that just is you, has that essence, then you're going to whittle down the audience down to the perfect core audience. You're gonna. It's how it works. The energy has to be on point. So if you're struggling with it, lean on that avatar and just be like, what would he or she or they say about me? And then write that. Hi guys, just joined. This sounds interesting. I'll have to hashtag replay. How are you? Did they fix you yet? I hope that you're okay. But it's nice to see you. It's all about posture. It is all about posture. What does that mean? Posture, literally posture, right? Because when you stand up straight and put your shoulders back and you take a deep breath, now you are exuding your powerful energy. Or you can walk around like this all the time. And this looks to other people like it could look like weakness, but it probably looks like lack of confidence or lack of energy or lack of anything good, right? But when you're like this, even to the point that it almost feels exaggerated to you to have your shoulders this far back. I don't look like this to you, right? But sometimes that's how it can feel. But being a tall man, I have had to learn how to stand up straight because I generally tend to lean over because everybody's way the frick down there. And I can't hear them when they're talking to me because your mouth is by my belly button. Please speak up to me. It's annoying, but you have to, when you stand up straight, when you have this posture, that's how you can remember your avatar, or remembering your avatar can help you lift your posture. So that's the literal posture. Now I'm talking about the energetic posture, which is what I think she meant. Your energetic posture is really the same thing. Is your energy strong and powerful, or is your energy weak and hidden? Right? If you're writing your About Me page, or you're putting posts on Facebook that you think are gonna let me not cross that line, let me not show people who I really am, let me water this down, let me dilute this a bit so that I don't offend that neighbor or that person I went to high school with 4,000 years ago. Who gives a shit about them, right? Who cares about them? Stop caring about them. It doesn't matter what any of them think. It matters what you think, and then write it, say it, be it, play it, act it, draw it, paint it on yourself. Do it however you want, and then feel that energetic posture come over you, and then walk through life that way. Even you have an ego. Oh, I totally have an ego. Oh man, my ego is ruthless. Here's the interesting thing about it. I think the more you learn this stuff, and the more you don't kill your ego, and Michael is the one who kind of got this whole thing with the older ego started from that post. He said something interesting, and I didn't write it down, but he said it's like a lot of people think the ego is just evil and bad, and it's really not. I say this a lot. Your ego is just trying to protect you from being hurt. Is really what the ego is about. But we in our modern society, we're blaming it, and we're wishing that if I could just crush it, if I could just kill it. But that's not what you want to do. You want to, remember my live, bring the ego along for the ride. You want the ego to sort of come along with you. You still want that protection. You still want your antenna up to not do something stupid, but or something that's going to hurt you or anything like that. But your ego gets stronger. The stronger you get, the smarter. That's where I was going with this, because she said even you have an ego, and I do. And the better you get at this stuff, your ego gets savvy, and your ego starts to find ways around it, because it's like, well, I still got to do my job and protect you, and you're just being too strong now. So the work never ends. The work never ends. You constantly have to do the energy work to overcome this and to remember who you are. I think that made sense. Robin, no. You guys always trip me up when you start your comments with somebody else's name. Because I think it's that person. I'm looking right at your face. Kirsten says, Robin Lynn Murray, per your brand comment, before Sola, I was branded as a cynical, crazy kraken. I came into this group new, and you all have embraced it with me, and I've grown into that avatar. People will take what you put out. It's true. You guys joined the group. Most of you didn't know me from a hole in the wall, but I told you who I was and you believed it. Why? Because I'm good at projecting this. And the reason I'm good at projecting it is because I'm not making this up on the fly. I'm not lying to you. I'm not inventing a persona that's not true and authentic to me. I'm tapping into my authenticity and I'm saying, what is the essence of that? It's this. And how can I remember this? Well, these characters from my childhood remind me of that and make me feel that again. So I just remember them. And then I remember the essence. And then I remember me. And then I get up here and I do this. And here I am. And you just do it every day. You don't have to do a live like this every day, but that's how I do it every day. You got to bring it every day, though. You have to do whatever work you need to do to remember this every day. It takes practice. Richard says, 27 years ago, I started a custom car business called Bat Cars. That's cool. Using the first 3 letters of my surname. From the day I put the sign up, people started calling me Batman, and I've been him ever since. That's a good one to be in my book, so good for you, man. We can share them. That's cool. I'll allow it. Christina, this reminds me of us building our confidence in ourselves and our alter egos or the tools. No, hang on. Let me start that again. This reminds me of us building our confidence in ourselves. And our alter egos are the tools we use to remind us of our confidence we have built for ourselves. Yes, absolutely that. Right. You have to first build the confidence, and then the alter ego is just the thing that you can use to remember it for yourself and project it outward. It's a tool. Use it or don't. You might just be like, I don't need that. I just remember this word. I meditate on this word and I remember that. Great. Then use the word. It doesn't have to be an alter ego. You don't have to paint yourself or wear a costume or put on a thing or have a character or any of this stuff. It's just you have the confidence, you have the self-understanding, the self-awareness, and then you have this tool that you use to remind yourself of who you are. It could be a word, it could be a crystal, it could be anything at all. It doesn't even have to be a thing. It could be a memory, a smell. When I smell this perfume, it reminds me of everything. Doesn't matter what it is, okay? And you use that to remember it and to project it. Cool, Christina, but you got it right, dead on, perfect. Karina, I definitely don't think I actually have an alter ego. Okay, that's fine. But your way of explaining it actually makes sense. You've got my brain going. Good. So you don't have one. Maybe you would like one, or maybe you're realizing after what I just said, I don't need one. That's the tool I don't need. I have this that I use instead. You know? It could be anything. Oh. Oh my. I don't know what... You're replying to things, you're commenting on things that I said, and I don't know what I said. Hashtag say hi, Donna Matisse said that. Hi. Say hi, Donna Matisse said that. Okay. Hi. Donna said hi? You didn't say hi. Oh, Donna. You're Donna. I got confused there. Hi, Bobby. My alter ego is alien, kind of like Mork from Ork, but little girly. I like that. Donna. Nice. I like that a lot. Definitely go with that. Whatever it is, it works for you. Nobody else has to know it. Nobody else has to understand it. Nobody else has to care. It doesn't matter what they think. Nobody has to approve of it. You can share it outwardly, or it can be private. That's something I wrote down. I forgot to say. This avatar that you create can be public or private. I create my character Fuel and I create my character Bonehead, but I didn't tell a lot of people, oh, that's me. In fact, anybody who watches Planet Bonehead I don't exist. I'm just the creator behind the scenes. I'm not in the show or part of it. I don't exist. So that's for kids. Kyle. Thanks for this one, Bobby. I had a panic attack earlier today, but I think this may be a technique to help with preventing one from happening, possibly. Well, that's interesting. I didn't think about coming out of an anxiety attack this way. That can be really stressful. But if you feel one coming on, this can be maybe a lifeline to be like, I'm not feeling it today. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm doubting everything that I'm doing today. The avatar can be just, it could even be like somebody that you imagine as another person, just like to lean on and just be like, I need help from you. Be this thing. Your avatar could be your higher self. It doesn't even need to be another thing that you create. It's your higher self. Hey! What's up, buddy? Okay. I don't know who this is. This is Michael. Hey, buddy, how you doing? This one, oh, good. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, you need to click the thing. Oh, darn it! I forgot to link those people the other day. I don't even remember who they were. Ah, well. All right. So Michael says, "I'm a shortish dude, Bobby, but my spirit is a warrior spirit. Always has been since my punk days. Cool. And nowadays, I wear my I don't know how to say this word. Is it Maori? Culture literally on the outside for political and social reasons, to inspire our younger warriors and artists to be authentically themselves. Good for you. People who live in fear, judge, or avoid. People who live in fear judge or avoid, but those in tune relate and come speak to me about their views and values, culture, artistic joys, etc. That's awesome. We inspire each other to have wonderful moments in our days. That's fantastic, dude. I think it's awesome. And you know what? It's so if you don't know, and unfortunately your picture's not here, for people who don't know you. Actually, you guys can all see him on Facebook. I can't. But yeah, so the I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to speak about it. But I do, from what I understand, the tattoos that you have on your face and perhaps on other parts of your body are to reflect your culture and your political and social values, which is awesome. And putting it in the context of what we're doing here, you have literally become publicly the face of the essence of your avatar, right? You are it, and you are it for your. And so every time you look in the mirror, you see it and remember it, and that's fantastic. So good for you. I think that's amazing. Kirsten, I want to be Batman too. You can be Batman too. Batman's doesn't have to be a man. Oh my, to the dad joke. Oh. Well, see, I learned these jokes when my son was little because he liked the deadpan jokes, the jokes that didn't have funny endings, like what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. And jokes like that. He loved those jokes. So I learned a lot of what's brown and sticky? A stick. I could just keep going on. I'm assuming that you're all rolling around on the floor laughing, and you can't hear me speaking right now because the laughter is just too loud. Unless you can't hear me because your eyes have rolled so far back that you're blocking your ears canal. Maybe that's it. Trevor, in my younger years when I went clubbing, if I wanted to make a grand entrance, I'd literally throw my aura out 20 feet from me. My avatar is literally me using my auric energy. Now that is cool. I like that. I've never thought of it that way, but I like it a lot. So I believe what you're talking about is just like you're understanding the energy around you that exudes from you, and you're like throwing it out in front of you. Projecting it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about becoming the essence of this thing and projecting it outward. Except you are imagining it as an energy aura that is emanating physically into physical space around your body. That's fantastic. That's beautiful. Robin, I think maybe Laura is becoming one of the gang, throwing stuff out there that you have no clue of as to what the meaning of what it is. Yeah, well, obviously my wife and I have a lot of inside jokes, but that I have no idea what it is. Yeah, she's good at that. Yeah, she'll be good at throwing things out there that'll trip me up on a live, but also throwing things out there that like when she said the posture thing. I hadn't thought of that. It wasn't on my, but she thought of that, and so I jumped on that. Who's this? Hi everyone. That is Sam. Sam just joined the group yesterday, I believe. Hello, Sam. Welcome to Daily Fuel. Sam, there is a link in the description of this video. It's for Ecamm. Basically, I'm using a third-party software. And this is for Michael also. So when you are on the live with me and you comment, everyone in Facebook can see your comment and see you and everything like that. But all I see is Facebook user, and it's because we're in a Facebook group and there are privacy settings, and Facebook doesn't allow your private information to be taken out of the group and put out here on my desktop. So if you can click that link when you get a chance, then next time you comment, I can see who you are. Otherwise, it says Facebook user. That's why I have my phone here, so I can look up and see who the heck is that. Anyway, that's that. Hi, Sam, says Robin. Well, guys, that's the last comment, and I guess we're done. So, Sam, you had the booby prize because the last commenter of every live gets a booby prize, but now your friend Robin just rushed in and stole it from you. What? This is your friend? Like, you seriously need to rethink this relationship, I think. She stole the booby prize from you. It's very valuable, by the way. It's in the mail if you win it. If you haven't received it yet, keep checking your mailbox every day. You'll get it. And so that's it. Robin, you have the booby prize now, and we are done. So thank you very much. Tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so we'll do it again. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night, whatever it is for you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.